Today we're going to talk about apps that make you say, hmm. Okay, there's going to be a little bit of challenging mindset here. Okay, we're going to use a lot of tools that you'll see your kids using, and try to be open-minded and think through, maybe it doesn't fit, but how can I structure it to make it fit my class? And so I'm going to try to challenge you to think outside the box a little more. One of the first apps is the Google Street Viewer. The neat thing about that app is that you can go in and you can get 360 virtual tours of different places around the world. Okay, so you can take them live in downtown London, or not live, but in downtown London, doing 360 view and talk about the architectural and the environment, right? But the neat thing about that you can do with Street Viewer is you can actually create your own photosphere. So you can go into a place and create your own photosphere. What a photosphere is a 360-degree tour of a spot in a building. So let's say that we want to do a photosphere of the exhibit hall. I can go into Street Viewer. Okay, I can type in the name of the convention center here in the hall, and what it will do is it will use my camera and it will point me to different dots. So I just take my camera and I meet the dot, and basically what it'll end up doing is forcing me to create this 360-degree view. And so now it allows me to have a place where I can bring my students to. So I can share it to only my students, or I can share it to anyone who wants to see this. And so now I can take them on this virtual tour of this place in live.
So I do that with my iPhone? I go to a museum?
No. So what happens is basically on your phone, you will open the app and you want to say there's going to be a plus sign where I can create my own photosphere. Hit the plus sign and it'll actually walk you through this step of, it'll say, okay, take your first picture. And then it will say, move your camera to this dot. And you move your camera, that dot automatically takes a picture for you. So it creates the whole 360-degree experience without a 360-degree camera. And then it allows you to save it and allows you to share it based on your location.
And Chromebooks, of course, do that as well.
Chromebooks, I'm not sure exactly how it works on Chromebooks. I know this is an app like as far as like phones, mobile devices. I'm not sure how it works on the Chromebooks. I know that you can view it on the Chromebook. You just have to use your finger to swipe with that. And then you can share that project. Another one is PhotoMath. What PhotoMath does is basically solves your math problem for you and gives you the steps. So I say this in twofold. One, if you have students that struggle with math and you want to help them alleviate, you can share this app with them. Or two, if you're a math teacher and you wonder why Johnny went from a D to an A without increasing their test scores, you can maybe check into this to see if they're using it. And basically what it does is it gives you the step-by-step problem-solving method of the problem. Now, you can also use the camera to take a shot of it, or you can type it out. So you can actually type out the problem and it'll solve it as well. So two different ways that you can get that problem solved. And list the steps. So if I were to take it, I would scan it here, it would solve it and say the answer is boom. And then if I hit the answer, it would actually give every single step. And then once I selected the step, it would tell me why it was that way, because it's within the PEMDAS formula, right? And so it'd say, oh, it's within the parentheses, that goes first. Here's a link to the slides, and I can come back to this here at the end if you'd like. Yeah, let me go right back up there. Oh, maybe. So you can have access to the slides here. You can make comments to me if you would like, but feel free to share these as needed. I didn't create the apps. I just talk about them. I wish I knew how to create the apps. No. I'm making the editor work. The editor is going to have to edit some of this stuff out. Good? Good to go. All right, let's go on to our next app making system. One is Google Photos. The nice thing about Google Photos is, one, it reduces your device clutter, right? You take a lot of pictures, a lot of video, automatically, you can set automatic upload to Google Photos. Best thing about it is that you can search within your photos. So how many times do we have like 200 photos or 2,000 photos, but we need that one photo, right? We need that one beach photo to add to something. Well, we have to search and search and search. Well, within Google Photos, I can say beach, and boom, it'll populate all of the photos that are in my photos that have a beach in them. And so it'll automatically sort those things for me. I can create movies, thinking of just right off the bat, a son that's going to be graduating, and we need to put that presentation together, right? In the past, we had to go scan or take a picture of the photo and then add it into PowerPoint or into a movie maker software, play that, and then make sure it loops. Well, here all we do is select the photo and we say make a movie, and now we export it. It automatically does it for you. Really neat feature there. One of my favorites, the Krispy Kreme, right? That one should be the app that makes you say, mmm. Best thing about it is location services, so every time there's the light is on, I get notified. And so as I travel around, I make sure that my Krispy Kreme app is on because I want to know when the light's on, right? We want to get those nice and hot, but really the next best app is called Hangouts. Right? And it's a little bit of texting. A lot of people see it as a texting device. The nice thing is you can group some of your people together, and you can name that group. So you don't necessarily you can cut out the people that you don't want to be in there, but you can also make sure that you don't text a message to someone that you didn't want them to receive it. So that's one really neat character. But the best part to me is the video call, where I can have up to 12 people within my Hangout on a live video chat. So if I need to do some more instruction or show them some other skills, I can use this Hangouts feature. Newsela is a neat little app if you do a lot of articles, because it has thousands of articles within it. They've allowed it now, so as a teacher you can go sign up. You can have students that come in under your account, or you can share articles with them. Has 5 different reading levels. You simply slide your finger up or down to adjust the reading level automatically of the same article, and then has a quiz on that article as well. So it'll calculate those results from the students automatically for you. And then we have Snapchat, right? Every kid's using this these days. You talk about Facebook, kids don't use Facebook anymore, right? That's old technology. Those are things that only we use these days to keep up. They use Snapchat. One downfall to Snapchat for the students' sake is they think that just because it disappears on the app that it's gone for life, and it's not. You can still search those things. So we need to make sure that we're doing due justice and teaching them it's not gone. How are you building your digital portfolio? And so one reason we use Snapchat, one, is obvious. Everyone's doing it, so we got to do it. And it's our job to teach them digital citizenship. They think they can just snap anything they want and they're inferior to things, and they're not. They need to understand that, hey, there are some consequences out there. There are things that you have to know about this app. But talk about instructionally, being able to send 10-second videos or help sessions about how to do something, be able to send a picture directly to students. The neat thing about this too is that I don't have to send it directly to a student if I don't like to. I can also just put it in a story. So there's an option where if I don't want to send it, I just build a story. And let's say throughout the day I have, 5 10-second videos and I have 6 pictures. Well, that is all built in my story that kids can go reference within 24 hours and gain a conceptual understanding of what I'm trying to do, right? So, or how many times do we teach something and there's kids that don't get it, and then there's the one kid that teaches everyone else, right? And you can capture that moment and save it to your storyline, and now everyone has access to think about it differently. You can also change your privacy settings. So in the classroom, you can change that privacy setting that fits your needs. So do I want everyone to be able to see this? Do I want just certain students to be able to see my timeline? Like, who's my audience here? So one neat thing within Snapchat, the cool thing on the 10-second videos is now we can also get an understanding from the student side, right? So we're going to say, hey, you're going to send me a Snapchat, and you don't have to say, send me a picture. You don't have to say, send me a video. You let them choose of their understanding of what took place today. And then you can go see it, and now you know you're only spending 10 seconds a kid to quickly evaluate and assess, did they get it or did they not? And so I can use that a little bit of an assessment piece if need be. Periscope is one of my favorites right now. Just being able to present something from anywhere. So for Was in London about a month ago at the BET conference outside Buckingham Palace. Classroom of 6th graders doing their history project, and they text and say, hey, we really want to do something on Buckingham Palace. So we go down there and run a Periscope. So I'm doing a live video feed of Buckingham Palace, right? And so they're on watching it. They also can type in questions that I can answer if I know the answer to, or I can try to find out. You can connect to anyone around the world on Periscope. So I can get on Periscope right now and I can see who is using Periscope in Australia, and would that be appropriate for my class? If you follow people on Periscope, you can actually go back. Let's say that I did a Periscope right now, and tomorrow you're like, oh, I missed his Periscope of Buckingham Palace. You can go back and you can see that, okay? The nice thing too is that you can get feedback. So during our presentation at Buckingham Palace, we actually went and talked to the guards. And then we talked to the locals, right? It's because from Indiana, that British accent's a lot different. So the kids love to hear about that. They want to know about the weather. They want to know about money. They want to know how you identify an American, in London. And so they talked about those different things. They asked what their favorite food was, and they want to know about the pizza and, and the culture. So you can get that interaction. And the nice thing is like different than a Hangout, right? In a Hangout, whoever's talking dominates that portfolio. This, you are in control of what information is being put through that video the whole time. You also, it'll automatically tweet it out for you, but you can also, it'll save under your profile, and you can download it for future use as well. So another key aspect. So I would just say, just go follow people, ask questions as you follow what's going on, and then learn how to use it, or learn what's going on in the world. So those are the apps that make you say, Any questions?
No, that is good. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.